It's 50 degrees outside.
Crazy.
Anyway, staying on track with healthy lifestyle changes does not have to be a drag.
Kat Ashmore is a chef and a creator who's known for turning the ordinary into extraordinary when it comes to cooking healthy and delicious meals. She shares her knowledge and recipes with her millions of social media followers who have taken a liking to her Hungry Lady salad posts on her TikTok.
And her latest book dives into comforting and wholesome recipes with big flavor that are also healthy. Sounds fantastic to me. Kat Ashmore joining us live this morning with more. Welcome to New York Living.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, that's key, right? Because you want to eat right, you want to eat well, fuel your body with nutrients, but you don't want it to be bland, you want it to taste good.
Yeah, I think that for me, consistency is key in so many areas of life, whether it's exercise, whether it's your work, whether it's food, and I'm not going to be consistent with something I'm not enjoying, which is why a lot of diets don't work.
That's right.
I like to come at it from a different point of view, and we are making right now these overnight coconut cream pie oats, which are really fulfilling, lots of healthy fats and fiber and good stuff that is going to keep you really satiated and could not be easier to make.
Well, let's get to it, sister. What do you have for us?
All right, so in here we have got 1 can of full-fat coconut milk. Okay, so you're going to whisk it in so that the cream and the milk, or essentially coconut water, is all together. Then we're going to add some almond milk. I'm using unsweetened almond milk just so we can control the amount of sugar.
There you go.
I'm not opposed to sugar. We're going to use some maple syrup, but that way we have a say in how much is going in.
Love that.
So I'm going to use a little bit of maple syrup here. You can also use honey if that's your preference. A little bit of vanilla extract.
And you're just eyeballing everything.
I mean, it's the Italian in me. But I do have exact measurements in the book because not everyone's Italian. And then, and then I'm going to add in our oats. So these are just old-fashioned rolled oats. And then I'm adding in chia seeds.
Great.
Which is part of what is going to allow it to thicken really nicely in the fridge. It also adds tons of great fiber and omegas and all that stuff we really love. Then I'm just going to do a little dash of cinnamon.
Love it.
And then a little bit of salt, which you don't taste, but salt brings out the flavor in anything that it is with, right? So that's why you often see salt in a baked goods recipe, for example, right? Because it makes it actually taste sweeter. So you're just gonna whisk it, and I mean, how long did that take?
Not even a minute.
I don't know.
Exactly, exactly. So there's no reason that you cannot make this. Then all you're gonna do is you're just gonna portion this out into, I like to use just a ball jar like this because it's got the lid already and you can take it right from the fridge, bring it with you in the car. It's perfect for an on-the-go breakfast. I like to top it with berries. When berries are in season, you can do citrus or something like that in the winter time, or just the toasted coconut. And of course, I have some for you to try.
How long are we putting this baby in the fridge?
So that's gonna go in overnight.
Okay.
So I like to do this like on a Sunday afternoon or evening, put it in the fridge, and then you've got breakfast for the entire week.
Love that. Makes your morning routine a little bit easier. So this is a beautiful thing that you've made us. Here you go, Alex.
Thank you so much.
Now this cookbook, we understand you were asked many times before to make a cookbook, but you declined. Why was that? Why now?
So when I worked for Martha Stewart, I had opportunities to do a cookbook, and I think for me, it was out of immense respect for the cookbook industry. I felt like I didn't want to write a book just to write a book. Like, if I'm not going to really change the conversation, why does someone need a book from me? And it wasn't until I launched my Hungry Lady Salad series, which is my most popular.
I'm gonna have to check that one out.
It is my most popular series by far. People went crazy, still are going crazy for it. That's the longest chapter in my cookbook, Big Bites, is the Hungry Lady Salads. That I realized that there is a real need for this kind of food that is really abundant and flavor forward and really nourishing and just happens to be good for you, isn't diety, and is just really satisfying.
Fantastic.
Now, I know,
go ahead.
I know you mentioned that consistency is key. I want to go back to the meal prepping for a minute. Do you have any cheats or hacks for somebody? Because sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah. Well, so first I want us to reframe what the idea of meal prep means. Because I think for a lot of people, they sort of picture those little sad plastic containers with like dried out grilled chicken.
Grilled chicken and broccoli.
Nobody's trying to do that, right? So for me, it is just a matter of setting myself up for the week. So when I get home from the store, I rinse and dry my produce and I get it ready to go so that I'm just more apt to reach for it when I'm hungry. Because if you're hungry, if you're tired, the chances of you starting to rinse something off,
Forget it. It's not going to happen.
Forget it. You're
This
going to grab the
also
chips.
saves you some coins.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of
100%.
eating out every day.
100%. And when it comes to making your produce last, those are some of my most popular videos by far, is when I show people how to make cucumbers last 2 weeks.
Oh, please.
How to make fresh herbs last. I mean, moisture and air are the enemy. So just putting them into like a silicone or a Ziploc bag with paper towel.
You heard the lady.